taking this one. Susan, don't mess up. I'm super nervous. We're starting. Where's our slides? Hey.
Oh, no? Okay, there we go. Hi, I'm Susan, and I don't believe in Santa Claus because I'm Jewish.
Oh, burn. I'm Mexican, so it's cool because my family's Catholic.
And we are the co-founders of the Southeast Zine Fest, which is taking place on October 20th at Redux Contemporary Art Center. A question we've been getting a lot is, what is a zine?
What is a zine?
Even though it comes from the word magazine, it's not a magazine. A zine is something that's more handcrafted. It's something that a person makes on their own. It's not something that you're going to sell ads for. It's not something that's commercial. It's more of an art form and a craft. It's not Vogue. And it's not made by people like Anna Wintour. It's made by angsty teenagers. It's made by groups of friends who have similar interests. It's something where someone goes to Kinko's and makes 1 million copies and staples them together, and they have a zine.
Ta-da!
And they come in all shapes and sizes. I have some zines here. We've got Platonic Suicide. Sounds really awesome.
Woo!
It's a friend of mine named Zach made it. I've got Guacamole. It's a bunch of comic strips.
Real life zines.
And I've got Sad Animals, which is pretty self-explanatory. And so, you know, it can be whatever you want. And we figured, why can't we have a zine fest in Charleston? If someone would play this video, you would see what a zine fest looks like in New York City.
It's too intense for Charleston.
You'll have tables. If you saw this video, you would know what I'm talking about. People have tables, and people put their zines on tables, and people come by and look at the zines and maybe buy the zines.
It's like an expo, but way cooler.
Take it away, Margaret.
So, what does your brain look like on paper? What I really love about zines is that you can have a Sharpie and a piece of paper, and you're well on your way to creating a zine. They can be collages like mine over there, ooh, or they can be collections of writing, they can be drawings, they can be poetry, because everyone has a story to tell the world, and it's your right to tell your own story in the way that you want to. So whether it's how much you love your fucking dog 'cause he's so adorable, or how you're gonna smash the patriarchy right after I shave my legs.
Margaret has a really cool dog, by the way.
My dog rocks, but I shave my legs too. So what I really love about zine fests and zine libraries too is that as a zine reader, you are just enjoying all these stories of people that you might not have met in your everyday life. You might be reading the zine by a transgender teen in San Francisco, or you might be reading a zine of a Stitch and Bitch group in Seattle.
So I came up with this idea because 52.5 Records shut down. I don't know if any of you noticed, but besides records, 52.5 had zines, and they had a bunch of zines, and they had zines from the community. And when they were gone, where did the zines go? It really sucks that we also lost zines. I used to volunteer at a space called Wayward Council in Gainesville, Florida, and we had a really awesome zine library. And not only did we have more established zines from distros around the country, but we had zines from people who walked in off the street and were like, hey, I've got a zine. Can I sell this here? And Gainesville had 2 zine places. Charleston has 0. And what's that about?
Yeah, what is that about? Because I graduated from here. In case you couldn't tell by this bottom photo, that's me graduating on this very spot. And I know Charleston rocks. So, go Cougars, we can totally have zines here. What I learned at the College of Charleston as a student heavily involved in women's and gender studies is that activism is super important. Speak up and share your opinion with the world. Luckily, you might know me from my day job. I work at Skirt Magazine. That's the dorkiest photo I could find. So I get to vent every month about what is on my mind and what's bugging me that I want you to know about. And I think that's the classic example of zines and print. The power of print is putting your mind out into the world.
So we got together. I had this idea, and Margaret is more responsible than me, so she joined on, and we said, hey, let's get a bunch of drinks and start planning the Zine Fest. And it kind of took a while because we like drinking, and we did that more than planning, and we got distracted.
I'm really old.
So even before the Zine Fest, we are actually having a zine-inspired art show at the Gadsden Funeral Home, which is a really bitchin' venue that's really weird. If you haven't been there, it's not curated by us, so don't worry. And it's going to have performance art, video art, and anything zine-inspired, like illustration. And ghosts. So here are some of our zinesters. We've got Crosby right here. He does Planet Slime. This has an interview with Daniel Johnston, who's this really cool musician. He's actually leading a demo on how to make zines at the fest. We've got Kristen Gehrman. She works at Blue Bicycle Books. She does some literary zines. And then Avis up there is a poet, and she has a poetry zine called Gutter Saint.
So, I made this before we got confirmation, but Autobahn food truck is coming to our zine fest. So, you guys should come hungry and stay for the zines, even if you still, after this, don't know what a zine is. Just come and have a bite.
And we're still planning our live music with someone who makes zines in Columbia, South Carolina.
So this is Allison, and she's here tonight. I totally saw Allison. Allison's right there. Allison.
And she writes for the city paper, by the way.
Allison literally wrote the book on zines. This is her book cover. It's called Girl Zines, Making Media and Doing Feminism. And she's going to come talk, in case you don't know what a zine is still,
so
about how awesome they are.
We've gotten a really amazing response from the community, and just like response out there, but also we had a Kickstarter and we made our goal, which is awesome, but we still have like a day left if you want to kick us in some money.
Woo!
And part of what we're using this money for is to create the very first Southeast Zine Fest zine, which if you come to the fest, you'll be asked to submit a page and it'll go in the zine. Because what we're really trying to do here is create a community. We want to encourage people to come out of the woodwork and make zines. Even some of the people who are going to be at the Zine Fest were like, hey, I didn't know anyone else in Charleston made zines. And that's kind of messed up. So we kind of want to bring this community together.
This was a GIF that moved. I'm sure you all have seen it. But our challenge to you guys is not only come out and check out what zines are and perhaps make your own, as my heart's desire is true, but if any of you guys have a retail space, somewhere sweet that creative people come, we want you to sell zines. Why not? We want you to have a zine library. We want you to help us start this community here and gather everyone together. We love you.